G'day viewers, welcome once more to Totally Fucked Up Friday.
Hello, I'm here.
And we're here to bring you some examples of totally fucked up things from around the world.
Mostly America.
Yeah, and a lot of them centering around one event or a chain of events that are linked. Namely the chain of unarmed black guys being made dead by armed white cops.
Which is, you know, a thing that you guys are getting into a lot lately.
And it gets worse when repeatedly there are no charges placed on the cops who killed the people. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of cases where it's completely legitimate for a white cop to kill a black subject, even if the subject's not armed. Okay,
That happens.
But when it happens every week,
Also,
basically,
yeah.
And
You've
in
got to
fact,
start to go, is this the new game show? What are you doing?
and there's been the line, what would it take to get a cop indicted? Because there's a case, well, there were conflicting witness statements. Well, there was inconclusive medical evidence. And then you had the case in New York of Eric Garner being choked to death, being videoed. So we've got clear video of what happened. The chokehold used to kill him was actually, like, it's an illegal chokehold. The cops aren't allowed to use it.
In their own rule book, NYPD, you're not allowed to do this.
The coroner who investigated the death said this was a homicide that caused this. And there's a video showing what happened.
And this guy is saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, over and over again,
And dead.
dies.
And this was referred to a grand jury who decided not to indict the cop. They said there wasn't a case to answer.
You know?
And if you're wondering how balanced grand juries are, there's a statistical analysis that shows where there was like 81 cases of a cop being referred to a grand jury, 80 of them weren't indicted.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
But when you look at civilian cases, who are the ones who are by far most commonly referred to a grand jury, in 162,000 cases, 11 people were not indicted.
Ah, that's justice.
If you're bad at maths, that means if you're a civilian who gets referred to a grand jury, it's basically inevitable you'll be indicted. There is so close to 100% chance. It's over 99%.
Get used to remand food, buddy, because that's where you're going. That's where you're going, son.
And if you're a cop, there's basically no chance of being indicted.
I think it's a nice game for golf. Hey, let's go and find a Maserati that we can take because someone might think it's got drugs or something.
Oh yeah, civil forfeiture is another
civil
topic.
forfeiture.
Oh,
I'm going to
Jesus.
civil forfeiture the Trump Tower. Go on, let's.
Do it, let's.
Come on,
let's.
Yeah.
And
Can we choke it, Darky, on the way?
that's the kind of thing that happens. And look, there's an article I'm linking to below that gives a bit of analysis of exactly how easy it is to pervert a grand jury. So it's like very hard for people to have faith in it. But hey, one person involved in the death of Eric Garner was indicted by a grand jury.
Oh, right. Who was that guy?
That was the guy who videoed it.
Oh, there you go. Justice is finally done.
Not for videoing it. After videoing it, some weeks after, he was arrested on a weapons charge. A cop said he saw the dude and a 17-year-old female accomplice outside a known drug location, and the cop said he saw the guy put a gun in the waistband of the 17-year-old, and the grand jury indicted him. He said, that didn't happen, they did it just because I videoed them.
Did they have the gun?
See, this is all very vague. The thing is, this guy might be a bad dude. He might be a drug dealer. He might have had lots of guns. Who the fuck is going to trust the cops in this?
No, I won't.
No.
I really
and that's
won't.
the thing. When cops
I'm not going
abuse
to.
their power, it's like you never know who to fucking trust.
I'm going to civil forfeiture another walking stick
Oh.
for drugs, yeah.
And the amount of shit people said about this. A Republican who's a New York representative, his name's Peter King, blathered on with this shit. It was just like, he actually said if the dude wasn't fat and asthmatic, this wouldn't happen. He wouldn't have died. He didn't die because a cop illegally choked him. He died because he was fat. And he also said the whole thing, you can hear on the video, the guy says 6 or 7 times, before dying, I can't breathe. And this douchebag politician says, oh, you know what? if you can't breathe, you can't talk.
And
What?
cops hear this all the time. They hear people complaining all the time. You've broken my arm, I can't breathe. You've put a bullet in my ass. All the time they hear this.
And that's not a good thing. If cops are always hearing, ow, ow, that truncheon fucking hurts.
Was that good? Is that
a good thing?
You know, have we reassessed something here?
But on top of that, and I've seen that line repeated multiple times online by racist fuckwits. Oh, I can't breathe. If you can't breathe, you can't speak. What? Is the guy still alive? Because we saw the video. That is what he said as he was choked to death. He did actually say it. This isn't fiction. This is a thing that fucking happened. Oh my God. And this shit just spread out everywhere, like whole bunches of not racist people, and a particularly notable one.
They can't be racist because some of their best friends are black.
Oh my God, people still fucking say that. There's one guy who was an elected school official in Texas who got outed. Someone showed this thing that he put on his Facebook timeline. It was a picture of some Klansmen, the KKK, with the caption, "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas." Ha! Because that's funny and not racist.
I shit myself laughing.
And when he was first outed for doing that, he goes, "Oh, I'm not racist. That was taken out of context." Which turns out to be true.
Which is weird, because we often go, fuck you and you're taken out of context, you bastard, racist shithead, because it's crap. This time it's real. It's actually real.
The context was an extremely long screed of racist jokes and racist comments. He didn't do it once. He did it a dozen times. And he deleted his Facebook account when he got outed, but apparently he's never heard of screenshots, which someone took. And it's like, and he did the "some of my best friends are black" line, and surprise, surprise, yes, he's been encouraged to resign from the school. And it's just like, not racist, but I'm dreaming of a white... It's funny, okay? It's funny to reference the Ku Klux Klan when saying there's no racism in America. That's funny, okay? Champagne comedy right there. Oh my God. And
pop the cork.
There's this weird sort of counterpoint tension to the whole police exceeding powers thing. It's like, black people being killed doesn't seem to get far beyond black people being upset. But there's a bunch of libertarians, mostly white libertarians, who again rightly say cops are exceeding their powers.
Right. Okay, cops are exceeding their powers.
But these are a very different group of people. They're usually very pro-gun, and a lot of these people just openly threaten to shoot cops.
Which is a strategy I don't recommend.
But apparently, it's all right if you're all white. Because
cool.
It's like the guys, there was a thing with cattle in somewhere in the Midwest, I think.
That's right, yeah.
And the people saying, "Oh, the federals aren't going to stop us here," were pointing guns at federal law enforcement. Could you imagine if the black protesters in these things were pointing guns at the cops? What would have happened? But nothing happened when the white guys did it. And there was this one particular guy who popped up in the news this week. Kind of funny. His name's Corey Watkins. He's from Texas. He's like an open carry enthusiast. And apparently one of his favourite pastimes is abusing cops who are doing random breath testing.
Right, because, you do that, right?
And I discovered upon investigating, this is a common thing with libertarians. They think there should be no such thing as drunk driving being a crime.
Well, because, drunk driving, come on. It cuts into your freedom. You should be able to get completely out of your fucking head, get behind the wheel of the most dangerous invention we've ever made in our entire existence, killed more people than the bomb, and just drive in a way that you can't control.
So, this guy, along with many other libertarians, think that, drunk testing, DUI, roadside testing, is just revenue raising.
It's not bastards.
And so he actually pulls up alongside the breath testing stations and abuses the cops and gets away with it. Again, I wonder what would happen if a belligerent black man with an open carry sidearm was abusing cops. I wonder. It's an open question.
It's an open question.
I'm not drawing conclusions.
No, just asking.
And so, but nothing happened from the cops, from this guy. But I shit you not, this happened. After abusing the cops doing the DUI testing, driving home, he got hit by a drunk driver who almost killed him. And it's just like, he doesn't see the funny side of this. We do.
Sorry, I do.
But look, this is one of those cases where I want to quote the dude.
Yeah,
because he's way quotable.
Did you say the douche? Oh,
Yeah,
the dude. Sorry,
the dude bag. So he's one of those things where and even his picture, like if you were a lazy person who wanted an archetype of a young white male entitled douchebag, it would be him, hat and all, I swear. Anyway, so his reaction to people seeing irony in him being hit by a drunk driver. Oh, also, he got booked because he doesn't have a license. Because, to quote him, I don't ask permission to drive a car I paid for on a road I paid for. My God. But then he says, I see a few sick individuals have taken time to think this is a joke. It's funny that the cops helped me after Look, let me say this. Like, I'm happy the police showed up to catch him, but I'm trying to figure out where they helped me. Was it the part where they showed up after the crime or when they gave me the ticket? And any sick fuck that thinks this is the time to crack irony jokes can go away. Sick people, motherfucker almost dies, and people are joking about it. Yes, we are. You fucking idiot.
We do it for me. So
yeah,
fucking,
I mean, fucking hell.
You know, we do it for
and even his complaint that the cops showed up after the incident.
No, because they're training prescient cops now.
Yeah, it's like the precog crime unit.
I've got to turn up to douchebag's house because there's going to be a terrible accident. Get the wands out. Get the wands out. Stop.
Wouldn't that be really anti-libertarian to arrest someone before a crime?
Good point.
The guy's a fucking idiot!
He wouldn't complain there, no.
Oh my God!
The prescient crime unit came into my house and found the 15 million bags worth of fucking marijuana and killed me. Yeah, I hate him. Anyway. Oh God. I mean, okay, look. That's lightened us up a bit from the incredibly depressing stuff we were talking about before. I think we'll round out with a local one. And look, we're going to call him a local hero. And he's been very surprising. I don't think anyone would have predicted him being someone we'd see as a hero. And he has. Our man has really come up in our world lately.
His name's Karl Stefanovic. He hosts a morning show on a commercial network. So it's like lightweight fluff morning show stuff,
Bubbles,
right?
You know, Bubbles, you know?
And he's actually... there are GIFs of him. He's a meme because he gets very excited. Look up Karl Stefanovic, fuck yeah, and there's this awesome GIF with him fist bumping and with the slogan, yeah, fuck yeah. And he's also famous for going on drunk after a TV awards night because he had to be on the show at 7 a.m. and it kind of...
even 6. I think it was even earlier.
Kind of looks a lot like he didn't sleep at all after the awards night, and he's gone, don't worry about me, I'm fine.
I'm fine, it's all good. No, show must go on.
I can only imagine that on every commercial break, the entire crew will go, Karl, get off the set, get off the set. He's going, I'm fine!
That's good, it's all good. It's all good. Get me another black coffee and move this table that I was sick on.
And he did. He went through this whole show for a couple of hours, just coasted. Legendary.
Cool.
But recently, like in the last week or two, he just surprised everyone and said, I've been doing an experiment. And I'll tell you about it. For the last year, I've worn the same suit every single day I've been on air. And not one person has commented.
Nobody said a word.
No one.
Nobody said a word.
And he pointed out, my female co-host, if she wears the same outfit twice, people lose their minds.
The world falls apart. Shit goes into fans. Like, and the sky falls down.
So it's basically said, yeah, we kind of need to have a bit of a fucking look at ourselves with this stupid... And people go,
go, Karl.
Go, Karl.
Go, Karl.
But then this week, our glorious Prime Minister has decided enough people have told him he's been dodging the media. I think he was at the press club on the weekend. And on Monday morning, bright and early, he's going to start with a soft run with Karl Stefanovic.
You know, it's a bubble show, right? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You bat a couple of jokes back and forth, whatever.
And Karl just goes in boots and fucking all. Just basically, you've gone to shit, haven't you? You've fucked everything.
No.
And again, link to the video because it's funny watching.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh,
fucking
and
hilarious. He doesn't quite do the bobble-headed thing of fury that he did with the Shit Happens bloody
it was a
fiasco.
Yeah.
But he did get really, really angry at a couple of times. You can see it flash in his eyes, like, how dare this little oik ask these questions of his betters, and how dare he think that I'm going to answer questions, because he friggin' doesn't.
No, it's like Karl asks him a question and he just spouts meaningless talking points, and when Karl's going, it's a bit hard, isn't it? And the Prime Minister goes, well, I wish the Labour opposition weren't so feral, and Karl jumps in with, well, you were feral and it worked for you, so why the hell would they do different? And he doesn't have an answer.
He goes, well, we won't spoil it for you, but he leaves, he basically goes into a time warp. That's how much it fucks him up. He goes into a time warp, right? It's beautiful to watch.
And then a mere 2 days later, or maybe 3 days later, he has the Education Minister, Christopher Pyne, who we've talked about many times before, who had just been shot down in the Senate with his education reforms for universities, which basically involve cutting university funding, having no upper limit on the cost so poor people won't be able to afford to go to university, and giving funding to private institutions.
Of course.
To fucking train priests, of all things. What? And it got voted down in the Senate, which was a real smack in the face to him. And Karl's basically gone, well, they shat all over you, didn't they?
And he's gone, and wobbled a bit.
Yeah.
And you go, no, it's good, because it's good, it's ours, and it's good.
And to be fair, Pyne held it together way better than the Prime Minister did.
He really did, actually.
So Karl wasn't happy with that when they said about, like, well, you can't get what you want. If you do a double dissolution, which means call another election, then people can maybe vote differently on the Senate and see if that works out for you. And they would get creamed if there was an election now.
Yeah, now they just lose.
But, you know, Karl's saying, you can change this, you know, you can have a double dissolution. And Pyne's going, no one wants that. And Karl actually says, man up and do a double dissolution. It's just like, whoa, where is this coming from, Karl?
Dude, beautiful, but whoa, you're on morning telly, come on.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know, is Karl the hero we deserve or the hero we need? And in case you're wondering what just happened, one of my lights just blew, but we're almost done. But I just want people to wrap their head around, you know, it's all for, okay, if you're on conservative politics and the individual and all this, but to make university more inaccessible for poor people while you are, for the first time ever, giving money to private institutions to train priests. Like, so all these Catholic colleges can fight over $800 million to train priests. It's like, what the fuck is that saying to people? It's like, fuck the poor and religion above everything. Is that what they're saying?
Actually, it's about ethics in games journalism.